3, 2, 1. Live from Los Angeles, the entertainment capital of the world, it's the talk show Maven Tonight Show, starring Raven Blair Glover. Tonight's guests are recently featured on ABC's Nightline, the amazing caricatures cartoonist, artist, and illustrator, Kathy Nolan. Business mentor, author, and speaker, Emily Letran. And love, sex, and happiness expert, Parish Michelle Blair, with tips that will take you from arguing to romance. And now, we invite you to sit back, relax, kick your shoes off, grab your favorite drink, and get ready to have some all-around fun. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Raven! Three, two, one. Live from Los Angeles, the entertainment capital of the world, it's the talk show Maven Tonight Show, starring Raven Blair Glover. Tonight's guests are Michael Senoff, founder of JS&M Sales and owner of the world's #1 business and marketing detailed interview website, hardtofindseminars.com. Jennifer Quinn, host of The Jenny Q Show, speaker and MC. Jackie Morey, co-founder of Customer Strategy Academy and #1 international best-selling author. And our love, sex, and happiness expert, Parish Michelle Blair, with another sizzling hot topic honoring masculine energy, how to give your man the pleasure he deserves. And now, we invite you to sit back, relax, kick your shoes off, grab your favorite drink, and get ready to have some all-around fun. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Raven!
Everyone, I'm so glad to be here, and I'm so glad that you are here. Hi, how is everybody today, tonight? Are y'all ready to party, 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 party? Look, tonight I kind of switched up, and I said I'm going to get me some wine, so I hope you have yours. Cheers to you. Indescribably delicious. I'm so excited for the guests we have on today. We have Kathy Nolan here. We have Emily Letran. We have Parish is back. And then we have some special guests at the end I'm going to be introducing you to that I'm very, 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 very excited about. So we got to get ready. So I want to tell you about my next guest. And I love her. I had an opportunity to speak at the Public Speakers Association. Yes, I did. And let me just tell you a little bit about her, because this is where I met my next guest, and her name is Emily Letran. And I was just so impressed at her poise, and she just really got it going on. You know, ever met anyone you say, wow, they really do have it going on? Well, that's how it is with her. And Dr. Robert Schuller said, tough times never last, but tough people do. And I can tell you, Dr. Emily Letran is no stranger to tough times, because she came to the U.S. as a 13-year-old refugee from, get this, Vietnam, and had overcome tremendous challenges, both in professional and personal life. She is a general dentist who owns two, not one, but two multi-specialty group practices. How? Bam! That's really cool. For the past 20 years. She doesn't even look like she's over 20, right? And an author, speaker, mother of three, radio host, and CEO of Exceptional Leverage Inc., helping business owners and entrepreneurs maximize their potential through high performance coaching. Look at that. I mean, she's in action there. She really is. And so I am so excited to bring her on. Help me welcome none other than Emily Letran in the house. We're so glad you're here. How you doing? Welcome to. Yeah, there they are. There they are. I know they're a little slow, but they're excited to see you too. Hey there, girl. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Raven. Thank you so much for inviting me on your show.
Oh my goodness. You're my kind of gal because you are always, always, always in action. Do you ever slow down? I got to ask you this. Do you ever slow down?
Well, when you have three kids chasing after you and you got two practices going on and you have a thriving coaching office and a foundation to run, you usually don't slow down.
Oh
And I'm
my God. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm just almost tired just hearing you. You do all that. I didn't know that. And then also you got a book that just came out, right?
Yes, that's my book that I share my story on how I
Right.
came to this country
The
as a
Renaissance
refugee.
Woman. Mm-hmm. Nice cover. So how long has that book been out now?
Well, that book has been out for a little bit over a year.
And what inspired you to write it?
Well, I came to this country as a refugee and I overcame a lot of challenges. Um, I actually came here on a well, not straight to the United States, but I left Vietnam on a boat. I'm one of those boat people back in the 80s, and I came without my parents. So when I got to this country, my luggage were hope and faith. And I overcame a lot of challenges from, translating every single English word to Vietnamese at night so I can understand what's being taught to me in school.
Mm-hmm.
I slept on the floor for several years because there were 10 of us sharing a two-bedroom apartment and, going through school, just relying on student loans, grants, scholarships, always holding a job. And I wanted to write that story, my story, to share with people the message that as long as you keep focus and you don't give up, you commit to your goal, you can do anything you want. You can live the American dream just like me coming here as a refugee.
Yeah. What was your biggest challenge?
Well, there are a lot of challenges over the year. I think one of the biggest challenge was the language, because when you come, even though you know what you want, sometimes you don't speak the language very well. You can't communicate very well. That's always going to be a hurdle for you to try to overcome. And to this day, I still have people when I'm in my practice asking me, "How long have you been here?" Because sometimes when I'm talking and I get nervous, the accent may come out, right? And or there's certain words that I may not be using correctly. But for me, what's important is to be authentic. So
Mm.
I would say what I feel. Maybe I'm not using the right word, but as long as I'm communicating, I think with my soul, right, with my true
Yeah.
self, people will understand.
Yeah. Free to be me, free to be you. It's a free to be me and you world. And that's a good thing. It took a lot of years, as you know, to get to this point. I know you especially can recognize that more than a lot of us, coming, from Vietnam and being born there and everything. And you have to get used to so much, but you've done so well. I mean, you're this huge high performance coach, which a lot of the listeners might be saying, what's the difference of a coach and a high performance coach? Let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, in high performance coaching, there are five pillars that we concentrate on.
Mm-hmm.
So, clarity, energy, productivity, courage, and influence. Those are the five main ones. So when I'm helping a client, the very first thing we always work on is the clarity. Clarity is knowing who you are, what's important to you, what is, how you should how you should treat people. What are your success markers? What makes you who you are to this day? What made you successful? And things like productivity, knowing what's most important that contribute to you finishing your goal. Um, sometimes people have a checklist and they're just busy and they think that they're being productive, but actually being productive is living your daily life with intentions. So setting your daily goal, right? Setting your daily goal and making sure that at the end of the day, the goals are accomplished, and making sure that you have a team of people that you can delegate to, and so that way they can help you finish your goal. And one of the most important things that I always, advise my client is to make sure you have a mentor, because a mentor is somebody who have already done what you're trying to do, who know the way, who's willing to take your hand and take you along the way and either cheer you up or kick you in the butt, right? Whichever way to get you to where you want to go. And
I like that.
that's very
Cheer you up or kick you in the butt.
right. Because I think life is a little too short to try to figure everything out yourself, to try to
It takes
reinvent
too
the
long.
right,
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
it's too
So
short and it takes way too long. That's the hard way to
yeah,
success. Emily, you know that, and that's what most of us unfortunately do. I love the fact earlier that you talked about how people I think they're doing so much stuff, they're thinking they're busy, but they're really not. They're hurting themselves because they're not doing income producing activities. And I know as a high performance coach, you got to be making some money, honey. You have got, beyond a shadow of a doubt, to be making some money. So
right,
Snapchat that. Yeah.
right.
Right, Emily?
Yes. And with the productivity piece, the other thing is, how people have a to-do list.
Mm-hmm.
They write down, 10 things that they're supposed to do for the day. Well, I tell my client, consider writing up a not to-do list.
Oh,
Things that
that's
maybe,
good.
yeah, things that maybe they shouldn't be doing. Um, like helping everybody in the neighborhood, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
volunteering in every single function. If you have a very clear goal of what you need to do, then you will only do the activities that contribute to those goals. And also, how about a not now list? There
Oh,
are
like
people
that
who
one.
want to, yeah, people who want to do 10 things at a time, and none of them finish, none of them is well done. So in that case, have a not now list. Some people tell me, I'm trying to write a book, and then I'm trying to do a project. And maybe what they should do is just concentrate on one thing, and the other thing go on the not now list that they can tackle at a later time when they actually more clear in their focus and in their goal.
Yeah. That's part of what you said earlier. That clarity is really, really important. And a lot that really pretty much stops a lot of us. And you said earlier, clarity, courage, and productivity is the keys to high performance. You're watching Emily Letran, and she is a high performance coach, and she can help you in a lot of ways get from being stuck to moving forward. And any of you that follow me, I'm huge around this year talking about how you in 1 year is how you start the next. Don't wait to be great. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. And stop putting off tomorrow what you can do today. But you got to have goals. You got to have a roadmap. You got to have systems. You got to have blueprints. And as Emily said, you got to have somebody to take you in the hand and help you, take you by the hand and help you. And I like what you said. Would you say that Emily help you or kick you in the butt or something like that? That was pretty cool.
Well, you want a mentor who will hold your hand. They will
Hmm.
either cheer you on or kick you in the butt, so to get you move along in the right direction and to
Hmm.
actually accomplish the goal.
How do you help clients? Let's talk about that because I want to make sure we have time to, help people get to the next step. And you may be the leader they're looking for. So can you kind of talk to us about that a little bit?
Well, usually when somebody come to me, they are frustrated. They may feel that they are stuck. Maybe the business is plateau. Maybe they're in a difficult situation. Maybe maybe it's a relationship thing. They don't feel like their family understand them. All of those general things that will cause you to have a limiting belief, that will stop you on track to get to the next level. So I am dedicated to helping business owners and entrepreneurs maximize their potential, so that way they can streamline their business, increase profit, and win back time from work so they can spend that time with their family, their children, and pursue their passion. I help people draw correct boundaries between work and life so they can enjoy work and also have a fantastic time with their family. So a lot of time what we do is we start with a strategy session where
Mm-hmm.
I actually coach them through all of those pillars. I ask very specific thought-provoking questions, to help the person reflect on his or her own life, or her own activities, his or her own business. And from there, I give them certain action steps, right? And a lot of time,
Mm-hmm.
that usually everybody would have breakthroughs during that strategy session. It's always like, yes, you're right. Yes, it seems like you're reading my mind, right? And it's really are specific questions that are designed to get the person to think about their own life and their own activities, because the process of coaching is as much that you put in, you're going to get out as much as you're putting in. So it's not a passive process, right? You got to be
Right,
engaged.
right.
You got to be intentional. So after the strategy session, if they like me, if we feel that we're compatible, I would invite them to continue the coaching with me, and we go through a 12 sessions. It's 12 1 hour session. We can do group coaching where I'm coaching, a group of people, a couple of people, up to 10, or we can do
Mm-hmm.
one-on-one coach. Yes. And I usually coach via Skype or over the phone. So I'm located in Southern California, but distance is not a problem because we're using the internet, or we're just using the phone to coach and talk to each other.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, you've done so, so much. What's next for you? I know you did your book, you're doing coaching, you got your practices. What's next for you?
Well, one of my passion is to do philanthropy, and everything I do is to create social impact. So,
Mm.
for example, in my dental office, if I'm being very productive, I leverage
Mm-hmm.
the time, the effort of associate doctors. So I can be there, but I don't have to be there all the time. So I have the free time to do things like going on a dental mission. We went to Costa Rica a couple of years back. I have the time to do free dentistry days in my practice. It's sponsored by my foundation, and we give free basic dental care to veterans and families of disadvantaged background. Um,
Wow,
as far
that's
yeah, as far as the high performance coaching, I can give scholarship to new startup business owners. Maybe they don't quite have the money to invest, but I want to give them that helping hand, so they can start on their business. Because at some point many years ago when I came to this country, somebody gave me a helping hand. Actually, there were a lot of people who gave me helping hands along the way. And so I'm so blessed to go from that point to where I'm at right now. And in a couple of years, all the kids are going to be out of the house. I think. I hear that they do move back. But
they do. They try to move back if you got enough
I
room.
hear, I hear that they possibly move back. So what I want to do is, then I'm going to have actually more time,
Yeah,
right? Now in the evening,
absolutely.
my time is for the kids. I can pick up creative writing. I can actually go teaching. I work with great mentors. I work with great associations. For example, one of the organization is called Empowering a Billion Women by 2020. And we want
Ooh,
to, yeah, we want to help women with mentorship, with financial literacy, with business strategies. And one of my great mentors is Sharon Lecter.
I love
She is,
that. Yeah.
yeah, she is all about financial literacy. And I mean, just following her is tiresome. That lady know how to do productivity. She can do a lot of things in a very short amount of time. And that's what I meant by having, a mentor is
Yeah.
somebody that will inspire you to go to the next level. And I can see myself doing something big like Sharon, meaning to really travel and take the message and take the knowledge and empower other business owners and individuals to help everybody, we just raise everybody up in their game, whether it's business or life, and it just make life a much better place to be.
Well, you definitely do your part in making life a much better place. Emily Letran, we're so glad that you're here. And, I'm glad I had a chance to meet you. You've been blessed enough to have you in a couple of my courses. I appreciate that and appreciate all that you do, my friend. We're only just beginning.
I really appreciate you, Raven, for doing what you do, for helping people get the publicity, recognition that they deserve, for recognizing people like me, right? We business owners, to have a platform to share our message, and really, your friendly face and your smile, all of that just make it more comfortable for people like me to be on the show, to be able to share my message, and I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, this isn't your first time because I've got about 5 shows, so you're going to be on a couple of the other ones. I want to get you on my award-winning business show, Careers from the Kitchen Table, because we'll have more time. We'll have a full hour, and we can really break it down. How about that? Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. I'll be in then.
There you go. All right, guys, you are tuned in to the Talk Show Maven Tonight Show. That's Emily Letran, and she is awesome. Emily, we got about 3 minutes. Any final things you want to share and give them your website and contact information?
Yes. So Raven, like I said, when I came here as a refugee, I came on a fishing boat. It was about 50 feet in length with 60 people crammed together like sardines.
Mm.
And we end up in a refugee camp where we lived for 3 months with limited food, water, and electricity. And then finally, I got interviewed and I got accepted and I came to the United States. And then, I accelerate my success. So I like to just pose a question to the audience. What is your boat story? What kind of challenges are you trying to overcome? Do you have a turning point where you know that you need to do something different? Whether you gonna change friends, or you're gonna seek a mentor, or you're gonna find a business consultant, is it time to make that change and up level your game, taking your life and your business to the next level? Because if it is time, then you should seek a mentor. And it doesn't have to be me, but seek a mentor, somebody who can help you get to that next level, so you can have more time for your family, um, more time for yourself, because ultimately life is not about work, right? At the end of your life, you don't want people to remember you by the title. You want them to remember you as an individual who is dedicated to creating those special moments, those special relationships that will last a lifetime. So I just want to pose that question to the audience. The other thing is I'm really grateful to be on your show. So I like to send everybody a free gift.
All
If
right. I like free.
Yeah, so if they have a cell phone, they can take it out, right? And they
Hmm.
can text the number 21777. So the number is 21777, and they text the word FAST, FAST. And they will get a link to get my ebook. It shares my story in greater detail, all the challenges that I have, and my business strategies, how I have become successful so far by using action. And action stands for appreciation, communication, trust, investment, open
Mm-hmm.
minded, and never give up.
Oh,
And
love it, love it, love it.
yes, they're welcome to come to my website. It's www.dremilyletran.com. So it's doctor is DR, and then Emily Letran is EMILYLETRAN. And of course, I know we on Facebook Live there. If anybody like to send a message, just write down on your thread, right? I will be happy to answer any questions, or they can just reach out and connect with me. I'm um, I'm I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on a couple of social media sites. So
Okay, give me that website one more time, or the word for them to text, and then we're gonna go to commercial.
okay, well they text to the number 21777, and they're gonna text the word fast, FAST. And then my website is dremilyletran.com. So DREMILYLETRAN. And that basically is my name.
I
And
love it. You're so amazing. You're so amazing. And check out her book too, From Refuge to Renaissance Woman. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Love the title. Love your story. Just love you. You're just an amazing woman. And I'm glad that our paths crossed. We're going to get ready and take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back right after this.